We specialize in the best Jamaican and American cuisine, serving breakfast, lunch, and dinner. We are open 24 hours, 7 days a week. We offer free in-house delivery, minimum $20 purchase, and we also have Uber Eats. We do barbecue Thursdays, fish fry Fridays, and seafood Saturdays. For more information, give us a call for our address and menu, 718-324-7484. Once again, that's 718-324-7484. Cooler Runnings Restaurant, simply the best Jamaican food. Cooler Runnings Restaurant would like to introduce you to our brand new vegetarian grill and juice bar called Cooler Runnings Vegetarian Grill, located at 1785 Nerid Avenue at the corner of Nerid and Wickham Avenues in the Bronx, across from the original Cooler Runnings Restaurant. We're open Monday to Friday, 10 a.m. to 11 p.m. and on Saturdays from 10 a.m. to 12 a.m. We specialize in the best authentic vegetarian dishes, which contain no animal byproducts. Our menu includes Ito stew, tofu, veggie chunks, and our exclusive in-house vegetarian patties. For our full menu, you can visit our website at crvgbronx.com, or you can give us a call at 929-265-3392. We are also available on Uber Eats for your convenience. Stop by, and remember, at Cooler Runnings Vegetarian Grill, customer service is our #1 priority.
Hey Trelawney, it's Lady D, reaching you straight from New York with love. Catch me every week on Fit FM 96.7 in Stuart Castle, Duncan's Trelawney, Jamaica. It's Voices with the Lady D on Linkage Radio, streaming live on YouTube. Join me Monday for the Monday Drive from 5 to 7 p.m. and Friday for Center Stage from 5 to 7 p.m. And me just want to know who under the mango tree with them iPhone, iPad, and transistor radio? Because trust me, you can't afford to miss the show. Music, vibes, and real talk every time. Voices with Lady D, where every voice has power. Stay locked in. Trelawney, me love you no bad.
I can't let you go. There's no way. I'm already still burning. So hold me close, now baby. I do what I'm told, still learning to take my chances, to take my time, to keep on dancing, to walk that line. Yeah, you got me shifting the paradigm. No longer wishing. You're my lucky strike.
Love the way you run. A very pleasant good evening to everyone. Good evening, everybody. Good evening, somebody. Good evening, a whole lot of people. Good evening, everyone. I'm inviting you to step right in and feel the rhythm because you've just tuned in to Center Stage, the platform where voices are heard and people connect. Airing live on Voices with Lady D, where every voice has power. I'm your host, Lady D, Denise Gomez Green. And listen. I'm extra glad that you're here this evening. Shake off the day. Loosen the shoulders. Yes, and let that good energy rise. Because we're not just starting a show. We're resetting a whole mood. So whatever happened today, breathe. Calm down a little bit. And take it from me, you'll be fine.
To keep on dancing, to walk that line, yeah. You got me shifting the paradigm. No longer.
Yes, you'll be in a good vibe. This evening's show, as always, is powered by Cooler Runnings Jamaican Restaurant, 1802 Nerid Avenue in the Bronx. We there. We're here. Sure. Serving up that real, authentic yard flavor every single day. 24/7, 365 days for the year, believe it or not. If you've ever tasted it, you already know it's nice. It's sweet. The food, They do a good run at Cooler Runnings, I can tell you that. And to all our listeners locked in across the globe, a big respect, big love, and big appreciation. Mwah. We couldn't do this without you. And our subscribers are just climbing a little at a time. You know, I believe in small beginnings. Yes, we're getting there. We're getting there. You're rocking with us on Linkage Radio. Yes, man.
You're my lucky strike. Love the way you ride.
Here on Linkage Radio, we bring you the best in roots, rock, reggae, R&B, disco, gospel, calypso, and a host of other selections that are aired right here on this station. You know where to find us? On Roku, Amazon Fire, Apple TV, TuneIn, and a whole lot more. Also on KVR Radio Network in Cape Cod in Massachusetts. Have you ever been to Massachusetts? I have. Covering the globe like no one else can. I love that, Chris Welby. And on Fit FM 96.7 in Stewart Castle in Duncan's Trelawney, Jamaica, West Indies. Julia was vibing. Julia rocked some music this morning as I was getting prepared to go to work. Locks, it was good. And on Cool Mellow Radio, 92.5 FM. I know you're there, you're listening. Wherever you're listening from, in the kitchen, the car, on the couch, holding it down on the, you're gonna head on out, right? So maybe you're doing night shift, you're going in a little early. You're officially a part of the family this evening. So lean in, I like to say lean in. Turn up the volume, turn it up. And let's make this moment one for the books. 19 minutes after 6 o'clock. Me ready, you ready? Our telephone numbers are 914-268-6148 or 876-219-3474. It's a beautiful day. It is your day, my day, and we day out. Here's what's in our lineup for this evening. Inspirational Zone in a minute. Praise is what we do. Yes, we're going to praise the Lord. New zone updates from the Jamaica Information Service. In open discussion this evening, speak freely, listen deeply. Who pays the price when families ignore the warning signs? Who pays the price when families ignore the warning signs? In Flashback with Lady D, rewind the culture, replay the wisdom. When 1 yard, 1 dege, 1 yard, get the TV first. What happens? Ethel and I had a fun with this one. And in center stage, insightful voices, informed dialogue. Lord, we just can't be better. Are we losing the art of conversation? Give us a call. Once again, 914-268-6148 or 876-219-3474. The show begins now. I'm your host, the Lady D, Denise Gomez Green. Please invite someone to listen to the show. If you're online and that's where you prefer to be, invite someone. Tell them to download the app, one of the apps. A whole lot of app, but share the one that you're listening to. How about that? And if you are family on the Voices with Lady D YouTube channel and all you do is just sit there and listen and watch, I'm not in it with you. I really am not. I'm asking you kindly to share the link with somebody, and we're going to do a video about that. My husband reminded me recently. Speaking of husband, want to say good evening to Mr. Evil Green, co-producer, who is on a roll. I have to give thanks for him because he brainstorms and we talk it through. I love it, love it, love it. So welcome to the show. It's now time for us to get our praise on, you know, and we're going to clap hands, sing, stomp feet this evening, and we're going to be talking, sharing, laughing. That's what we do over here. So I'd like to welcome you to the show this evening, and let's get our praise on now. You ready? I think so. You can't wait to start. Let's get it going.
When the winds begin to shake me and the waves are running high, I remember you are faithful. You are always by my side, even when my strength is fading and my heart feels weak inside. I will stand upon your promise. You are truth. You are my guide. I won't fear the unknown. You are with me where I go. Faith that holds me steady when the ground is moving fast. Faith that holds me steady, anchored in a love that lasts. I will trust you through the storm. I will rest in who you are. Faith that holds me steady, no matter where the shadows are. Through the trials and the waiting, through the nights I cannot see, you are working all things for me, even when it's hard to believe what the world calls impossible. You are making clear and strong every step I take in faith. You remind me I belong. Your word is my foundation. Your love will never fade. When the ground is moving fast, faith that holds me steady, anchored in a love that lasts. I will trust you through the storm. I will rest in who you are. Faith that holds me steady, no matter where the shadows are. I will not be shaken. I will not be moved. My hope is built on nothing less than every word from you. Faith that holds me steady, I will walk and not give in. Faith that holds me steady through the loss and through the wind. From the valley to the mountain, I will lift my eyes and see. Faith that holds me steady is a gift you gave to me. Faith that holds me steady. Faith that holds me steady.
Yes, that's what I'm talking about. So I want to say good evening to everybody. It is a good day. It is Thursday. And I'm here working magic pretty much. Believe it or not, magic is working. So I'd like to say hi, everybody. Medea. Yes, I'm here. And I want to welcome you to the show. It's now time for, if you're just joining us, you haven't missed much. Just the intro, but I'd like to welcome you to the show. It is Center Stage. You know what Center Stage is? The platform where voices are heard and people connect. And it simply means that we share notes with each other. We're talking, we're doing a lot on this platform, and we'd like you to just join in, be a part, enjoy, do what you like to do it well, and just share notes with us. Because you know something, if you don't, then things are going to happen that we don't want to happen, you know. So we want to say hello to you and thank you so much for tuning in with us this evening for the show. It's now time for News Zone, a rebroadcast of the news courtesy of the Jamaica Information Service. So welcome everybody. And also those of you who are here and you're wondering what you're up to, what you're gonna do, you know, people to talk to, places to go, all that wonderful kind of stuff. We'd like to welcome you this evening to News Zone, a rebroadcast, all brought to you courtesy of Cooler Runnings Jamaican Restaurant, 1802 Narita Avenue in the Bronx. And I do apologize. I need to do this one more time. So welcome everybody. Let's take it from the top again.
Good day, I'm Lisa Rowe and this is your JIS News for Wednesday, February 4, 2026. The government of Jamaica has signed a letter of intent with the Trans-America's Fiber System for the subsea cable project. The document was signed on Tuesday during a ceremony at Jamaica House. The initiative will establish a new undersea internet connection for Jamaica, delivering faster speeds, greater reliability, and improved resilience across our national networks. It will also support key sectors such as education, healthcare, tourism, and e-commerce, while creating new opportunities for innovation, investment, and sustainable economic growth. Prime Minister Dr. Andrew Holness says the initiative represents a significant and deliberate step in transforming the digital architecture of the country.
Today, we are making an investment not only in cables beneath the sea, but in opportunities above ground. We are laying the foundations for higher economic growth, stronger competitiveness, broader access to education and employment, and greater national resilience.
Energy and Telecommunications Minister Darrell Vaz explains that the TAM1 network being built by Trans-America Fiber System Limited represents a unique opportunity for Jamaica to connect to a new cable system. He says this is almost operational and the branch to Jamaica could be quickly added, saving time and millions of dollars as the cable passes just 220 kilometers south of the island.
It is also a part of a larger regional network which stretches 7,000 kilometers from the United States through Panama and Colombia. The initiative envisages a dedicated spur connecting the TAM1 network to Jamaica with a purpose-built branching unit, delivering a fiber pair with up to 20 terabits per second of bandwidth. The main subsea cable includes redundancy with a primary link to Florida and a backup link to Panama.
Minister Vaz says the final agreement is expected to be signed later this year, with construction of the cable anticipated for the fourth quarter of 2026. It is also expected that the cable will be fully operational by the third quarter of 2027.
We embarked on this project 5 years ago. Right now we are happy to report that we are about 60% en route in terms of installing a 7,000 kilometer cable system across the entire region.
Policies are being considered to support local contractors and create a contractor class that will allow them to take on and deliver large projects successfully. Making the disclosure, Prime Minister Dr. Andrew Holness says this is critical as contractors are instrumental in converting projects under the Capital Expenditure CapEx program into growth opportunities.
We need contractors who are invested in the process. They have the technical expertise, not just in construction, but they have the technical expertise in project management, in financial management, in accounting and record keeping, that they understand the social, political, and cultural issues in the areas that they work, that they are very much committed to delivering on time, not cutting costs, but saving costs. We definitely need a contractor class like that. And we're going to be taking some policy decisions soon to help to support our contractors, to help them develop so that they can take on projects at scale.
Dr. Holness reasons that the Ministry of Economic Growth and Infrastructure Development faces a capacity gap where local contractors are often limited to 1,000 unit developments, while the government's growth targets require firms capable of delivering 10,000 homes at a time. He says while procedures are necessary safeguards, public bureaucracy, assessments and procurement processes, which can take up to 3 years, are contributors to the slow growth rate of the country. Dr. Holness believes the speed of implementation needs to reflect the significant increase in capital budget.
As Jamaica grows and we have more capital projects to do, we are seeing the need to have a contractor class that is equal to the task. And without the contractor class thinking a particular way, we will not be able to achieve the kind of growth that we need.
Dr. Holness was speaking at the official opening of the new parent overnight suite at the Bustamante Hospital for Children in Kingston. Major crimes continue to trend downward for the first month of the year in comparison to the same period in 2025. January recorded 33 murders, marking a decline of 55.4%. This was followed by shootings, which dropped by 41.7%. The review period also registered declines in robbery, break-in, and rape. At the end of the month, the overall incidents were 199 compared to 313 last year. This is a 36.4% reduction, or 114 fewer incidents. Minister of Health and Wellness, Dr. Christopher Tufton, is urging stronger personal action to tackle heart disease in Jamaica. He points to lifestyle and food choices as major drivers of heart attacks. Dr. Tufton reveals that an estimated 12,000 Jamaicans are currently living after experiencing a heart attack, according to the Jamaica Health and Lifestyle Survey. Speaking at the press launch of Heart Month by the Heart Foundation of Jamaica, Minister Tufton said this figure underscored the urgency of prevention.
It's about physical activity, it's about nutrition, it's about rest, it's about how we live within our environment and how that environment influences how we live. And I say so because sometimes it's about the choices we make, more often than not.
Dr. Tufton is challenging stakeholders in the food industry, manufacturers and vendors to play a greater role in protecting public health, especially in schools. He highlighted work already started, including the new school nutrition policy, efforts to reduce sugary drinks, and ongoing work to eliminate trans fats from the national food supply.
Now, in the future, we intend to take on, we have already started through conversation, the elimination of trans fats in our food chain. We have gotten the industry to agree on a format, and myself and Minister Aubin Hill are working that through with the intention of eliminating trans fats as a major contributor to coronary heart disease.
The health minister also confirmed that alcohol policy reforms and new tobacco legislation were on the way, having gone through a joint select committee of Parliament. Shelters across the country are to be improved as the government moves to strengthen national disaster preparedness ahead of the upcoming 2026 Atlantic hurricane season. Minister of Local Government and Community Development Desmond McKenzie says the condition and readiness of emergency shelters are now at the top of the agenda. He was addressing journalists during an assessment tour of work being done on the new Falmouth Infirmary recently.
A lot of the shelters have been compromised because of Melissa, and in another 4 months we'll be launching the hurricane season, and we will now have to be looking seriously at some of our shelters. The SDC would have completed a survey island-wide of community centers, and we are going to be looking at community centers that can be converted, that we can remodel to turn those into shelters.
Meanwhile, the Executive Director of the Social Development Commission, Omar Frith, is reporting that more than 170 applications have been received and are currently being processed by the SDC under the government's Community Church Cleanup and Restoration Initiative.
For those minor repairs that may happen, we'll have the support of the municipal corporations in the various parishes just to help us to verify that the damage that you report and the costing for the damages that you are seeking assistance, minor damages, those are verified. And the SDC will also visit to ensure that whatever cleanup you are seeking help with, we document, verify, and have that information ready to be submitted to the Ministry of Local Government.
The initiative forms part of the Post-Hurricane Melissa National Cleanup Program and provides a pool of $75 million in grant funding to support cleanup activities and minor repair works. All eligible churches in the affected parishes are encouraged to maintain engagement with SDC parish offices as the verification process advances. And finally, the government is moving to construct a new infirmary in St. Anne aimed at relocating vulnerable residents from the coastline. Minister of Local Government and Community Development Desmond McKenzie says potential sites have already been identified in Seville, where land is owned by the St. Anne Municipal Corporation.
So under the rebuilt after Melissa, this is one of the facilities that will become a national project.
He adds that discussions will be held with the Minister of Culture, Gender, Entertainment and Sport, Olivia Grange, to determine the most suitable location. A technical team will also conduct detailed assessments of the proposed sites before final recommendations are made.
If all goes well, I would expect we'll be looking at a new facility in terms of what needs to be done. Already there is a concept of what we want, and we will do that.
Minister McKenzie was speaking during a tour of the facility on Friday. The St. Anne Infirmary currently cares for 71 residents who spent 6 weeks in emergency shelters after the hurricane. And that's it for JIS News Today. I'm Lisa Rowe. Thanks for watching.
News Zone, a rebroadcast of the news courtesy of the Jamaica Information Service. I tell you, when I watch the GIS, it makes me so proud how they are just merging ahead with informative news. And that's what we need. A very pleasant welcome to you. You just come? I hope so, because I want to do my shout outs right now to all those of you on the Linkage Radio app, and to let me hop on. That's what we do. We do the hop each and every day that we're here. So I'm hopping on over to the YouTube channel, and co-producer was actually the first in line. He says, good evening, Lady D Green. Good evening, Mr. Evil Green. Then Pat D came in as well. She says, good evening. And Sherns, Madam Ambassador Sherns came in, and she says, good evening to everyone. And then Pat J came in with her usual happy, thankful Thursday to Lady D, Gomez Green, co-producer Evil Green, and the Voices family. We love it. And King came in as always. He's just saying, hey, 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 he's here. And I see dancing going on. I guess that was during the Inspirational Zone segment that King was there dancing. And Pat J is sending out her message to him to say that class is incomplete without you, King. So you know you have to be here. And Pat D says, good evening to everybody. Yes, and we're so thankful we're here with each other. And I saw Drea. Drea is here. Did I see right? Let me see if Drea is in the place. Let me just ensure that I do not overlook anyone. I see Pat D dancing up a storm there as well. Drea is here. Yes. Good evening, Drea. She says something about rain. They're not having any rains right now. So, hi. She says, hi, I'm well, thanks. Here listening in, my belly full. That's a blessing. Send some come for me now. What did you have? So welcome, everybody. It's good evening to you. Let's get into some music because you know that it is actually reggae month. So we got some little tune up phone, some little tune. Yeah, man. You all know tune. We've got some great selections or some nice tunes, TUNES, just for you. Medea, Medea, it's center stage. Brought to you by Cooler Runnings. And that me say.
Sparkle, love my heart only. She walks in light, no makeup needed. Humble like the river, but her soul's deep as the sea. No fake charms, no vanity, just pure love and dignity. Oh, in a world so cold, she shines so bright.
It is reggae month,
My heart still
Some Irie vibes in the Thursday evening. Yeah, man.
compared. She's heaven sent, so sweet and rare. You're the sparkle of my heart, oh girl, so true. No one in this world could ever replace you. Angel on the earth, you're down to the soil. Love like yours can never spoil. Mama raised her right, Papa taught her strength. She treats the rich and poor all with the same respect. No games, no lies, just honest ways. A rose untouched by these crazy days. Ooh. Oh, in a world so cold, she shines so bright. A diamond in the rough, my heart still light. No modern queen could ever compare. She's heaven sent, so sweet and rare. You're the sparkle of my heart, oh girl, so true. No one in this world could ever replace you. Angel on the earth, you're down to the soil. Love like yours can never spoil. No Instagram queen, no flexing for show. Her beauty runs deeper than what the eyes know. She's a light in the dark, a rare melody, a gift from Jah to a man like me. Sparkle of my heart, my morning sun. With you, my life has just begun. Through the storms, through the rain, your love will always remain.
That me say, that sound like me, don't? Yeah, that song sound like it's for me. I'm in a good place. I'm going to enjoy myself. Hello, everyone. Good evening to you, and you. A very pleasant good evening to you. How are you?
Hi, good evening.
Well, I wonder, has anyone seen MS anywhere?
Well, I'm all the way down south.
How you do, MS? Happy New Year. I'm not even sure we've spoken since. How are you? It's good to hear you.
Yeah, it's good to hear you too. And the music you're presenting,
You like?
I can see from the music you're presenting, we have an international audience.
Yes, we do. So we have to showcase.
That's right. And
Yes.
it's really working because you cannot attract an international audience unless you are very attractive with what you're doing.
There you go. So we have to pay attention and be as inclusive as possible.
Oh yes, and one of the past artists, Bob Marley, he knows exactly what to do because he chases crazy ballheads out of town,
All the time.
especially politically.
I know. So how you do? You're still tracking news and stuff?
Yes, I do.
Of course. And it keeps you. And you're doing your health, your eyes are okay? How are they?
Well, not fully yet, but it's being worked on right now by technical people. So
Yes, you
it's
did
a
mention.
step-by-step process.
You did mention, so we trust God for that for you. But it's really a pleasure. I thank you for calling me. It's good to hear you.
Good. Good. Okay.
All
Okay.
right,
Nice
take it
talking to
easy.
you.
Always.
Good. Okay. All right.
All right, that's MS right there. 914-268-6148, just in case you want to call me, or 876-219-3474. We're getting into our open discussion, but all the selections I'm playing this evening has that kind of nice vibe just for you because it's Reggae Month. And next week, we'll be coming with our feature for Reggae Month and Black History. Is a lot going on, you know. So we have to kind of start brainstorming, doing what we need to do to make you informed and engaged and entertained. Ha! It's a whole package. And speaking of package, it's now time for open discussion. It's brought to you by Cooler Runnings Jamaican Restaurant, 1802 Nereid Avenue in the Bronx. You know of them? If you don't know, let me tell you about them.
Cooler Runnings Restaurant.
And while I'm telling you, I have a whole lot going on here. So let's see who ran away from me this evening, because I don't want you to run from me, you know. I don't want nobody run from me. Okay, so I'll have to go back here. So I apologize. Busy like a bee. Busy like a bee.
Cooler Runnings Restaurant would like to introduce you to our brand new vegetarian grill and juice bar called Cooler Runnings Vegetarian Grill, located at 1785 Nereid Avenue at the corner of Nereid and Wickham Avenues in the Bronx, across from the original Cooler Runnings Restaurant. We're open Monday to Friday, 10 a.m. to 11 p.m. and on Saturdays from 10 a.m. to 12 a.m. We specialize in the best authentic vegetarian dishes, which contain no animal byproducts. Our menu includes Ito stew, tofu, veggie chunks, and our exclusive in-house vegetarian patties. For our full menu, you can visit our website at crvgbronx.com, or you can give us a call at 929-265-3392. We are also available on Uber Eats for your convenience. Stop by, and remember, at Cooler Runnings Vegetarian Grill, customer service is our number one priority.
Welcome back. It's now time for open discussion. And I invite you to give me a call during this segment. You don't have to wait, okay? Because, you know, we flow from segment to segment. And so you're invited to call me if you hear something, a nugget dropped, or you say, man, that is me, or I know somebody like that. I invite you to call me because we believe that this should be insightful topic for everybody. Who pays the price when families ignore the warning signs? That's our topic today. Now, too often we tiptoe around the elders who insist on living alone, even when it's unsafe. We don't challenge them, we don't set boundaries, and we don't talk about the consequences for the family and community when something goes wrong. This evening on Open Discussion, we're getting into a topic that hits home for many of us. With the recent disappearance of Savannah Guthrie's mother, an elderly woman living alone with medical challenges, we're reminded how quickly independence can turn into danger. But let's be honest, some of our elders are not just living alone, they are insisting on it. They do. They tell us, I'm okay, or me all right. I can manage. I don't want to bother anybody. And sometimes, let's call it what it is now, a little pride, a little stubbornness, a little arrogance. They believe they're still as strong as they were at 50, even when the body is saying otherwise. And because we love them, we let them off easily. We don't push back. We don't challenge the decision. We don't want to disrespect them or hurt their feelings. But here's the truth. If anything happens to them, it's the family and the community who must drop everything, search, worry, spend,
and suffer. The burden doesn't fall on the elder, it falls on the people who love them. So this evening we're asking, how do we balance respect for our elders with the responsibility to keep them safe? When does independence become a risk? And are we, as families and communities, too quick to say, okay, okay, mommy, okay, daddy, okay, dada, okay, mama, okay, auntie, do what you want, even when we know better? Because the reality is, a fall, a missed medication, a moment of confusion, a medical emergency, and any of these can turn into a crisis when someone is living alone. And while technology helps, it cannot replace human presence. A camera can't stop a fall. A smart watch can't call a neighbor. And a medical alert button only works if the person remembers to press it. So let's talk about it this evening. Do you have an elderly parent who insists on living alone? Have you struggled to convince them to accept help? Have you ever had a close call that changed your perspective? The phone lines are open. This is open discussion. And this evening we're asking, are we protecting our elders or are we enabling a dangerous kind of independence? Call me. Let's talk. 914-268-6148 or 876-219-3474. As we were preparing last evening for this topic, we discussed it because we cited scenarios. I remember my great-grandmother who had lived in the United States for 40-something. I think it was like almost 43 years or so. And she had returned to Jamaica, living in Kingston. She had her life. She was just fabulous. Oh, Lord. A lot of it has rubbed off on us. She wore her gloves. She wore kaftans. She wore her makeup. She went to flower shows. She went to dinners. And she loved living alone. And being a child from Kingston, we got the opportunity, while living in Pennance in Clarendon, to go back and forth. So that was family home. But whenever we would go to look for Chichi, we affectionately called, she loved us. She embraced us. I always went to do her little banking for her, and I would go shopping for stuff we would do. Each of us had our roles. But the thing about it is that when she felt like it was time for you to leave, she would say something like, Denise, you don't miss home, meaning Penance. And that's what? Sophie, my sister, you don't miss home. And anybody, as family, who would go to visit and spend time, she would drop her little lines because after a while, she wants you to leave. It's time for you to go. And we often said, as she's aging, and it became a concern, and even when she turned 80, still doing her thing, watering her fern. And she had a beautiful garden. An aunt of mine got married in a garden, our very own garden. But we knew she was getting shaky. And her daughter, my grandma, would say, Blanche, that's her name, you don't want nobody come stay with you. Auntie Paula went and stayed while she was going to school in Kingston. But that relationship never goes so well. But after a while,
we realized she getting shaky and her best friend lived next door. And would you believe one day she went next door and she fell on the step and broke her hip. And that was it, going downhill after that. She died at 83 years old and was buried on my birthday. But we know that a lot of elderly people are feeling so independent. But it's important, even if, and I invite you to call me and share your thoughts, even if they don't want you physically living in the space, but I believe that you should go visit them. If you call, you don't hear them, go over there. And sometimes they don't live in close proximity, but at least if you know they have built a community around themselves, because people life busy, you know. We can say, oh, I had called her and I didn't get her, not realizing or assuming maybe something is not well. Something has happened to them, because that's really the first thing you have to think of. Great-grandma was quite a diplomat. Yes, she was. So I invite you to give me a call. Tell me what you think, because here is Savannah Guthrie, a prominent TV personality who is just getting over her health challenge. She had some nodules on her vocal cord and she had to do something for that and all of that. And she's now recovering. And now here is her mother, who has suddenly disappeared, to the point where they're thinking like it's a crime scene. But she's out in the boons of Arizona. So you're saying to yourself, she has heart problems. She uses a heart monitor. You know what I mean? So it's not like she just maybe have little aches and pains somewhere. That's a serious situation. Give me a call. Let me hear your viewpoint, because I know a lot of people have relatives who are living alone. But we often don't want to get ourselves involved. A very pleasant good evening to you. Welcome to Open Discussion.
Good evening to you, my queen.
Hello, my king. How do you do?
And to my YouTube fabulous family.
Sure. They just can't do without
queen,
you.
I
Yes,
tell I tell you, my heart is aching from this story started up until this day.
Mm-hmm.
I water run down my eye this morning before day when I stand up watching and reading that letter.
Yes.
Queen, me say when the news reporter last night turned the camera over in where the people them live, Queen, if you put your hand out, you can't see it.
Mm-hmm. Dark like tomorrow.
And I ask myself, what is beauty about this?
Mm-hmm.
And the mother said, oh, it's a quality of life. And I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. If this is quality of life, I don't want to be seen by night.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she lives in one of those, one of those areas.
Queen, I
where a
tell
lot
you,
of people.
when my mother takes sick the other day, my mother is not 80. My mother is about 70 something. And my sister, when I think about my sister, have to jump out her bed and drive into Albany, downtown, to go find my mother. And now, I tell my sister, so my mother not going back to live in no apartment by herself. Because me no want nobody disturb me night.
Yes. Yes, sir.
I mean, no want nobody call me job with no message, call 911.
Mm-hmm.
Because Queen, you know they're foolishness, you know?
Yeah.
My mother would have never go live in a no tranquil environment at 80 all by herself in the middle of nowhere.
And the thing about
it, how the city still.
But you know what? I mean, they keep doing hosting these press conferences. They really don't have much to share. Because what's interesting is here is this letter that show up, it wasn't sent to no family. It was sent to one of the network stations because I'm sure they wanted to get some kind of, attention. But they don't have no more lead. It's not like the place was so well secured with, security cameras and you could capture this and capture that. They are challenged.
Boy, Queen, me tell us, me mad with everybody because this is an 80-year-old lady with all of these monitoring things, health issue, should have never
be on our own
in the middle of the desert there. And everything out of the road, a maca and cactus and duke and rock stone. Yeah. So just can't you imagine them pull the poor woman through that the maca and scratch and rock stone, a old 80-year-old lady. She can't walk to keep up with the abductor for one.
Of course not. It's disturbing. I don't know what
me live here
is
so Queen, me have camera door, me have camera inside when me monitor this and they monitor me and me no close nowhere to 80.
Yeah.
Queen, no care what them give it out there so, no care what them go give it out there so. They can't cut me out of list. Me not interested in nothing tranquil out there so in the middle of the desert we don't maca and cactus and rock stone.
Yeah, because when you look at it, you're saying, oh, what a desolate looking place.
That nobody could have heard you ball out for help. Because a doctor come out and no way. It's like, is it that somebody that stuck her in the night and me get to understand the bobcat and the wild animal they come through the place their night. Can you imagine the old man makes you find one finger somewhere?
God forbid.
Bobcat eat off an old man after then let drop her in a everything come through my mind.
Yeah, all kinds
everything
of
come through my mind.
Yeah, it's mind-boggling.
We seen it. No matter Queen, your independence over at 79, 80. Me not care what kind of independence you think you have. It's over.
Because a friend of mine, her mom lives in England, and she's in her 80s. But her siblings, her friends, are people call. If they don't hear anything, they go over. Sometimes maybe she's taking a nap, what have you, but people are constantly there with her. Because no matter how independent they are, anything can happen. And in the script I read, it says even if you have a smartphone, you might not be able to call nobody. No matter what you have. You can't ring no alarm that you have anywhere if anything happens to you. At that age...
Miss Queen, I was in my bed the other night and I turned. And I said, they call Charlie Horse or muscle contract whatsoever hold me.
You.
Queen, I make sure I jump off of that bed and I was heading for the door because I was not going to be inside here lock up. No, Queen... Let me serious. I was heading for the door because I said, this not going to lock me up inside here.
Okay.
Me now play with no Charlie ass in the night and me get up for the bed and me turn up and me say, the next for the move is Charlie ass make it 911 me a call for him.
I can't.
So they have to go call the Animal Protective Service and get Charlie ass up out of here.
Oh gosh, King.
Mr. Queen. I feel a pain down my leg when me turn. Me say, what is Father God?
Oh, Lord.
He say me ball also till me say, Queen, Charlie asked us about to go to the door. Can you not play?
But I get you. You live alone. You need to be visible to people if anything happens.
No, Queen, me not play. Me not play, Queen.
Yeah.
Me tell people, say, me not one of them. Anyhow, yes, me dead in here. I something wrong, tragically wrong, but me feel no little unusualness. First thing me do, me write down the time, and me watch it.
And if it's becoming too
me
frequent,
me take 2 tablets. Me not 2 tablet business. No, me start go wake up 8 o'clock and me start till 8:30. And me still make that time when it stop, cause just in case me have to go doctor next week, me because that you know, say I wake up last week Friday morning and we start feel a pain and yes, so or this so and this a time when it start and it go up to about 8 and it stop about this a time.
Mm-hmm.
Me not play like that, Queen. Me not play like that.
I agree with you,
Me
sir.
have sardines to live for me now. Die careless.
Yes, thank you, King. What's your view on elderly living alone? Give us a call,
Amen.
914
My 2 cents.
268 6148.
Where is Sister Pat?
She's
I
there.
think her mom is still alive. Come, Sister Pat, you're going to have to tell mommy, look, mommy, we're not going to go down the road.
Mm-hmm. Thank you, sir. Blessings, King.
Yes.
Alrighty, 914-268-6148 or 876. Well, here she is. Hello, Patty.
A pleasant good evening to you, Mrs. Green.
Good evening, Patty.
Mr. Green, and the Voices family.
Thank you.
And my friend King. Oh, Lord. Class is never the same without King.
I know, Charlie Horse. That's our takeaway this evening.
Charlie Horse.
Aye. Uh-huh.
Oh, me.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, let me add to what King has indicated.
Mm-hmm.
You know, this little old lady, she should not be living alone. The question is asked, in a situation like this, who, it's not a matter of who is to be blamed, but who suffers? It's the family, the community, the police, because here is it, they have no leads.
None.
As to what happened to this lady.
Mm-hmm.
We can assert that she was abducted, but that lady's not alive now. She has all those medical problems, and she was taken, and she was unable to take her medication. That lady's not alive. I have taken a trip out to Arizona. I was up in the Navajo Mountains.
Okay.
With some of my classmates. You know, I attended John Jay, and there was a special program, and 25 of us, we were able to go on that trip. And believe you me, miles and hours you're driving, and it's all trees. And just there are certain areas that it's habited. All you can see in certain areas, not but cactus,
as King says. Right.
Yes. And, you know, for this lady to be living out there by herself, I blame her family. I blame her family at that age. She should be in a residential home, assisted living. Yes, they are stubborn, you know, that they want to maintain their independence. My mom is 97. In March, she will be 98. She's not living alone. She is living in one of those senior citizens building, and she gets care 10 hours a day. Now we're trying to see if she can get 24 hours care. And this is what we do when we have our loved ones, you know. It's unfortunate that in the States, you know, we have to work, even though some of us are retired.
Yes.
You know, we cannot assume the responsibility of our loved ones because health insurance plays a factor, Medicare, Medicaid, and, you know, you don't want your finances. Yes, we have to talk about finances because we have our responsibilities. We have bills to pay. We have to pay rent, whether mortgage or whatever.
Yes.
But as a family, we have to look out for our seniors, our loved ones. We cannot allow them to live alone in a situation like this. Now, believe you me, this Miss Guthrie, her case, is going to be an eye-opener for a lot of people. Sometimes it takes one person, you know, to bring attention. And this is going to be a real eye-opener for a lot of people now. This lady should not have been living out in the boondocks all by herself. we realize a lot of let me do the race card. Black folks don't have it like that.
Mm-hmm.
Black folks, they bundle up together. But these folks, they seem to think they have it all.
Mm-hmm.
And the further away they are from civilization and from society, the better off they seem to think.
Mm-hmm.
That couple, what were their names? They were out in Mexico.
Mm-hmm.
They were both found dead.
Mm-hmm.
They were living in a very isolated area also. They don't know if it was the wife who died first and then the husband. When he found her.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, he also succumbed.
Mm-hmm.
But they were in such an area that even if you cry out, nobody would hear you, not even the words.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just so sad. I'm very perturbed by this because I know of seniors. My mom is also an elderly.
Yes.
But we have to try to protect our seniors. They have lived a life. That lady lived to be 80-something years of age.
Mm-hmm.
And she should be in the peak of our senior years now, only to be, snatched away from her home.
Yes.
Only God knows what has happened to her.
Oh, Lord.
And it's just sad for the family,
It
and
is.
it's sad for us as a society.
Mm-hmm.
Where do we go from here? What can we do?
Mm-hmm. I think, as you said, this will now be an eye opener and a conversation. Families will now start speaking with their relatives.
Absolutely.
Yes, and
Most
it's important
definitely.
to protect them.
Yes. We have to protect them. We have to protect the most vulnerable in our society now, our seniors, because we see they are being preyed upon their targets,
Mm-hmm.
And the thing is, even if they had abducted her, don't you think by now that they would have demanded a ransom?
Of some kind, yes.
Yeah, we don't know what is the
Nothing.
motive. Why? Nothing.
Yes.
I mean, it's just so sad. Well, we
thank you,
just hope
Patty.
and pray that we hear something, soon.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
Thank you, my
All
dear.
right.
Appreciate
You're quite
you.
welcome. Definitely.
Alrighty.
Nice chatting.
Always.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Well, ladies and gentlemen, sometimes when these things happen, yes, everybody starts talking about it, but these are some of the learning curves, as painful as they are, and stepping stones to affect change. That's what it is. A lot of people are going to rethink how they think, because most of us love living alone. We're healthy, we're fine, and anything can happen to us. I have an aunt. She never lived alone. She was raised in her family. She moved out. She got married. And, that's it. She just never lived alone. She don't know what it is like. Some of us have lived alone and love it. But, hey, when you get older, you really have to change your mindset. Are you difficult? Because people can be difficult and it's hard for other people to cohabitate with them. But something gonna shift. Something has to change. Music, of course, we have a few minutes to go before we kick off the segment. And of course, you may still call me. You have time. 914-268-6148 or 876-219-3474. I'm open to receiving your calls. I see Drea says, Evol, it's involuntary pain that affects the muscle or cramp affecting the calf, thigh, or foot. Yes, that's the Charlie horse. I think we all know it's just that we are mischievous in here. Yes. Pat D says, I don't understand why she live alone all the way out there. I'm young. I would not want to live so far from people. That's right. But as you know, it is Reggae Month, and I have more music for you. Stick and stay with me. We do have Flashback coming in a bit, and I really want to do that, but I think I should play some music for you, 'cause it nice, man. It nice. It nice.
Yeah, man, the island breeze nice, you know.
Yeah, man.
Like flicker, the rhythm I kick up, yeah.
It's Reggae Month.
We start the vibes. We getting drunk from the coconut juice. Grow it up strong, no need no excuse. One little sip on my foot, them loose. Vibes turn up when the bass start boost. Me and my brethren, them dip on the beach. Bamboo fire, the stars within reach. Coconut water, we mix it with spice.
Sure.
On the rum, yeah, we feeling.
Them kind of irie vibes here on a Thursday.
Grip on the speaker under the moon. Island breeze blow, make my eyes them close. Me feel the rhythm.
Hey to Fit FM. Hey to KVR Radio Network. Hey to Cool Mellow Radio. This is Voices with Lady D. Right here on Linkage Radio.
To make your brain screw, but the sweetness call me can't resist. Natural remedy straight from the mist. Me sip on my sweat, me laugh on my chair. The liquor so smooth, me float like air. We day after party till morning. Come more coconut juice, more vibes, more fun. Sip it slow, feel it rise. Watch the sun kiss the morning sky. No stress, no worry, just pure delight. Jungle juice, I keep we nice. We getting drunk from the coconut juice. Grow it up strong, no need no excuse. One little sip on my foot, them loose. Vibes turn up when the bass start boost. Coconut juice, I running on my vein. Sweet and deadly, but me no complain. Island life, that's how we way. We drink and dance till night on day. My granny did warn me about jungle brew. She said, boy, it'll make your brain screw. But the sweetness call me can't resist. Natural remedy straight from the mist. Me sip on me sweat, me laugh on me chair. The liquor so smooth, me float like air. We day off the party till morning come. More coconut juice, more vibes, more fun. Sip it slow, feel it rise. Watch the sun kiss the morning sky. No stress, no worry, just pure delight. Jungle juice, I keep we nice. We getting drunk from the coconut juice. Grow it up strong, no need no excuse. One little sip on the foot, them loose. Vibes turn up when the day start boost. Coconut juice, I running on me vein. Sweet and deadly, but me no complain. Island life, that's how we wear. We drink and dance till night on day.
I tell you, I'm getting you drunk from the coconut juice. That me say, hey everybody, center stage. We are going with myself over here, you know, on a beautiful, beautiful Thursday. Hey everybody, it is Linkage Radio. And of course, streaming the show this evening with family. Cool Mellow Radio, Fit FM 96.7, and KVR Radio Network. We there. It is 21 minutes after 7 o'clock. And let me introduce to you very quickly what's going on in Flashback with Lady D. Now, most of you know that we're from the Caribbean. Let's say Jamaica. I'm Jamaican. I'm the host. Co-producer is also Jamaican. He's from Tower Hill. I was brought up in Penance. So, hey, everybody, if you come from country or any part of the Caribbean, I'm sure you can say, yes, that is me, Lady D. How you know so? I tell you. So in Flashback this evening, when one yard get TV first. When one yard get TV first. Because the whole time nobody never have no TV for a lot of people. Now, I can't speak to that. We always had a television, right? So, We're rewinding to a time when entertainment never come by remote. It come by walking to Miss Mavis' yard because she was the first, the very first to get a television in the whole community. You remember a Miss Mavis? And listen, when that TV arrived, it was like a national event. The whole community gathered around the veranda, watching the delivery man carry it inside like him holding the crown jewels. Oh, no, remember that? Children whispering, adults pretending not to be excited, and one neighbor already asking, Miss Mavis, you sure you have enough plug for that? You hear that? When evening come, the place transform. People dress up like them going to a wedding. The good cheer come out. The big lamp turn down low. And everybody squeeze up in the living room waiting for the magic to start. And then the TV turn on, may I tell you. That little white dot in the middle of the screen slowly open up like heaven parting. And when the picture finally show, the whole room gasp like them see a miracle. Black and white never look so good. Only remember? You had the community commentator in the corner. Me can't see good. Somebody adjust the antenna. You had the picnic who always stand too close. Move from in front of the screen, man. And you had the one person who swear them understand everything on the news, even though the sound barely clear. And don't forget the antenna drama. Oh, Lord, we had that. Somebody always end up on the roof shouting, how it look now? And the whole yard respond, right there, so no move, no move. That's when they got it right and the meanie gone, or the line them a run all over the place. But Miss Mavis' house turned into the community theater. Sunday movie night, Saturday morning cartoons, election coverage, Miss Lou and Mass ran, and of course the one show everybody remember, Ring Ding. People bring snacks, bring stories, bring laughter. And even though it was Miss Mavis' TV, it felt like the whole community owned it together. So, this evening we remember the joy of that first television, the excitement, the gathering, the togetherness. A time when one screen brought a whole neighborhood closer, and entertainment wasn't just something you watched. It was something you shared. You have a comment? Me want to hear it. I'm waiting for the call. 914-268-6148 or 876-219-3474. So I can share my story while I wait on your call. Yes, sir.
For me, Thursday night at the site with my grandfather, the last Western before TV turn off, and then the Sunday matinee.
Yes, ma'am.
Me not that miss me. Me I do me homework. Me I wash my foot. Me I do everything. Cause Sunday matinee miss me.
I get you. I am there.
Cause me so, there was something about the singing in a them Sunday matinee that me love. Me tell you, said up until now. One of my favorite one is, before it becomes colors, is Hello Dolly. Say, my favorite is them old black and white singer. I still even watch them.
Yeah.
And then who come on a Wednesday night late. I love Lucy. And me tell us, I went out and buy a collection of Lucy, and I watch it over and over and over. Ethel Mertz. Me tell you, man. Me tell you.
Go down the list.
And then when we become modern, then we have Pink Panther. Then we have Olive and Popeye. Then we have Fred Flintstone. And then we have Tom and Jerry. And then we have all them. You don't even hear nobody talk about them anymore.
Yeah. You can go to TV land.
me tell us a queen, when you see the person, you're so right, man. All who the hold on the shoe black fence, the veranda, stomach squeeze up in the me tell you.
Yeah,
and on the big people allowed to come inside, come sit down on the price sofa. Pick me up, sit down on ground or sit down somewhere.
Yes,
so if Uncle Tama come over and Miss Mary and Uncle Tama sit down on the sofa, picnic got ground.
But you know something? I see somebody calling, but before we hang up, so you had a TV?
Yes, sir. Me go cause my grandfather had wanted a big TV when them bring from England. You have to press the button at the side until you get old. We start knocking. Bang! Bang! It's a jump. Stop.
Well, I tell you, King, because we had a TV. I went to Penance, right? It's a modern community. So I don't know who first had a TV, because most people had a TV. Do you remember in your community who got a TV first? Were you aware of that?
Well, in my grandfather, when my grandfather there was all them friends and everybody come from England come back with TV and I did black and white and personal fridge. Me come to big what is the name again? Western House.
Well,
and then one deep freezer, and then one other little fridge in the kitchen where the personal. My grandmother always has our first fridge and she know that she way.
You know about the ice box.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
There you go. Well, thank you.
Gone are the days.
I appreciate.
All right.
Okay. So you know what for me? What for me is we had a nice, and believe me, you know, the way they designed those television, the outside frame was huge. So you had some big ones. We had a big one, and the screen wasn't all that big. But nevertheless, when we used to pull it out on the veranda and set up the chairs, and Lady Bev and other people used to just come over and sit down and watch them TV until the colored something come up and you know you do anthem and what have you and TV close off, and then people walk go them yard and say good night. And we never ask people like now. A very pleasant good evening to you.
Well, hello, Lady D.
Well, hello, co-producer. Yes, co-producer. I'm so glad you called. You need to talk about this.
I'm just learning about Charlie Horse.
No. There are several takeaways for the show.
I'm telling you.
Yeah.
I'm telling you. So, Lady D,
Yes,
I just want to go back a little bit on the previous topic about elders or elderly living on their own.
Okay.
Yeah, because, you know, I'm talking about Savannah Guthrie's mom. She's all the way in Arizona. But I just want to bring this closer to home, you know, because I know family members who are getting older and insist on being on their own and not having anything to do with family.
Okay.
Meanwhile, they have the kind of an illness, name it, high blood pressure, diabetes, name it. I won't get into all of that, but it is so. And here's the thing. They're there and they're deteriorating. I mean, clearly. And my concern is, at the end of the day, I mean, we're all getting older. We're all, you know, dealing with a health crisis. But if a person is on their own dealing with all these crises, and there's no family member there to check in, sometimes because they don't want you to check in, sometimes they avoid you checking in. You might even call and they refuse to speak with you. But if anything is, God forbid they end up in the hospital or someplace, and who do you think is getting the call?
Yes, family.
Family getting the call. Meanwhile, family is now probably going to be saddled with giving care to this person who maybe if you were there to help before we got to that stage, you could have helped. to, to take care of those things. And it's so sad, I mean, but it is real.
Yes.
In addition to that, God forbid, the same family members who wants to be on their own and won't let you talk about any plans for the future, they don't want to hear it, they're independent. At the end of the day, some of these people, they can't even bury themselves.
Yeah.
So my thing is, and to your audience, what do you do? They're like with Savannah's mom. I'm sure she's saying, I can manage. I'm independent. I want to live a pain here. But if the thought was put into, taking care of her, providing help for her, even part-time, aid,
yes,
we wouldn't all be internationally or nationally be, consumed with the situation.
Yes.
In the eventuality that things are going to happen. I am not anywhere near 80, but a couple of weeks ago, I could barely walk. I mean, I just had a swollen foot, and thank God I have a lovely wife and a helpful wife. But what do you do when you're all alone?
Right. You have to manage.
It's a serious thought. And so the next point is, does the family just accept what the elderly person says and say, okay, do you think, or is it time, and when is it time to say, I don't care what you say, we don't care what you say, you need help, and we're going to be here whether you want it or not.
And take charge. Yeah.
And take charge. Because it's frightening. It's even the fact that, okay, if something happens to that person, what are the resources that person has? And when you happen to know that there probably is no resources in place.
That too. So somebody's going to
So
have
it's
to
really
cover.
not fair for you to sit back, not be involved in the earliest stage of ill health, and then down the road, it's on your shoulder.
Yes. I hear you. I hear you, co-producer.
It's a concern in our community. Independence and pride.
Yes.
And I also want to call it more than pride, a bit of heart too. So we need to focus on that.
Alrighty.
So if your audience has a suggestion, do we tear the door down and say, hey, we're here to take you? What do you do? So that's the matter right there on that. And on the matter of the TV coming to Tower Hill.
Yes, sir.
I was hoping that DL would have called and helped us out.
I don't hear DL. He must be busy.
That kind of
he would
thing.
certainly give us something.
As I put in the chat, you and King were pretty privileged people.
Oh, to have had TV. Yeah.
You had TV growing up. You had icebox. You had
no, I never had icebox. I had refrigerator.
You had refrigerator.
Yeah.
I mean, we were like, when the first TV came in Tower Hill, we were like, oh wow, we couldn't wait for evening to come so we could march up to the hill, and I won't call names, but
and go take
all you could see across the whole floor, the whole veranda, with some ashy feet, peeking into watch TV.
Yes, no lotion, foot white.
Lotion, I mean, when you're done Vaseline your foot, you have to do it or wash up before you go to watch people on TV.
Oh, Lord.
Wash your foot. You wash your foot and I hope you can get a sit-in,
Right.
But it was interesting.
Oh,
yeah.
Lordy.
I can remember clearly now. I think the show that we really used to go to watch was like Bonanza. You
never watch I Chaparral? You never watch I Chaparral?
No, man, that they come after. They come when we get TV. But back them days, yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, life goes on. Privileged people like you who got
and Uno can't beat us for the privilege. I walked into it.
No.
Hey.
We just all came from different stratas,
There you go. From ashy feet to ponds.
I'm telling you, man. Ashy feet to sawdust.
Ladies and gentlemen, anyway, this is how we talk and laugh. Thank you, honey.
This is how we roll.
Thank you. All right. I
Yeah,
see
I hope
King
our
calling.
listeners are
I see King
benefiting
calling.
from the subject. Yeah. All right, let me get out to your call.
Okay. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone.
Bye. Hey, King.
Yes. But then what comes next? All of we live in a country. Can we say what comes next after we have with big box TV our yard? What come next and who bring it? Come, when you talk up the things. Come, Queen, you put in your pants spot. What come next?
Well, me no know because me had everything. Well,
No. It's something else come to the community.
Like what?
We have Mr. Chin we come round pan a given night and keep show. So who remember the show also the Chris Clark put up and the big wheel thing.
So so the projector. So here the thing now. So the library, we had a library, and the library was like 2 doors away from my house. And our dear departed librarian, Florette, we called her Flo, she was very innovative, creative. And so she thought of having film show. So she would get people to come with the movies and things. That's where I watched Smile Orange. My cousin is in Smile Orange. And Harder They Come. And some of those popular movies at the time. And so they put up, the big white sheet and run it through Miss Gladys' side there, so, and across to the library. And you have the gentleman who come and roll up him thing and project it on the white cloth. And we watch show. Of course, that was in community because you have your major town like Maypen, which had its theater, Capri. The Capri Theater.
Well, you're going all that theater there, so me talk about the Hanover bush. And then on a Friday, and in the August holiday now, when the government knows everybody there yard and true, nobody now have TV privilege, JIS. Used to come out of my grandfather's shop. We had shop together, we had shop, okay? Big shop. And with my grandfather shop, so then come and put up this big screen, and my grandfather that run the job card and give them to plug in what they want to plug in, and crowd gather. Yes, sir. Big show. So Jamaica, we come from a minute. We come from a minute.
Yeah,
yes,
man,
sir.
we come a long way. But me glad to hear you. And me I go love you and leave you and see if me can hop.
Yes, can me wash my foot already and me I go get me bed, can me up from 2 a.m.
How where you go, so? All right, no problem.
Yeah.
Bless you. Alrighty, so that's a wrap for Flashback here on Voices with Lady D, and we're wrapping up in a minute, but we want to share the final segment that we have here with you because as we're talking about people, the intermingling, how you come together in a community, it means that you have to talk to one another, you must have conversation. And so I'd like to share with you this evening our final segment here on Center Stage with you. Are we losing the art of conversation? Good evening, everybody. I hope you've been enjoying the show so far. And as we're winding down, let's take a snippet of Are We Losing the Art of Conversation?
Hi, everybody. I'm Lady D, Denise Gomez Green.
And I'm Avril Green.
And we're here to talk today about something very, very important that a lot of you have been having discussions about, right?
Yeah, are we losing the art of conversation? What do you think?
You say, what do you think? I say, are we?
Yeah.
Hey. Well, this is a topic. It's simple, it's relatable, and deep enough to carry a full conversation.
Yeah.
Right?
It's a new thing, man.
Right. And it touches every age group, every personality, and every household.
Including ours?
Including ours.
Well, we do communicate.
And it's a household of two.
Yeah, no third person here. Well, of course.
Well, there's our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ.
Amen.
Amen. But you know something? We wanted to talk about it because we realize that, yes, we talk. We say we are communicating.
Yeah, the style has changed though. People. Yeah.
What do you think?
There's a lot of change. It's so many new techniques, so many devices, so many different ways to communicate. There was pretty much just a standard way at one time, phone or
telegram.
That was a long time ago. Letters,
yeah, right?
Yeah.
But in recent times, we realize that even though technology has advanced to where it is, not many of us are still using these technological devices.
Some of us are still behind. There's so many devices nowadays that we shouldn't do choose.
That is true.
Yeah.
But as we are thinking about it more and more, we realize that, you know, say we have the phone, we have our cell phones, we have laptops, we have tablets,
we got iPads, we got.
Hey.
Wow, I've lost track.
We've lost track.
And then there was the new phones.
Well, yeah.
And what are we up to now? The i17?
Pro Max. But you know what? Let's really delve into the heart of what we really want to talk about.
What's that?
Because I have a cell phone and I use my phone.
I have a cell phone too.
Right?
You want to see what's on my cell phone? There you go.
I like that. And you want to see what's on my cell phone? Oh, well, it has to go to sleep to come back up. But that aside, we realize that we're not talking to each other.
Has this changed the whole style of communication, conversation? Because people are not having a conversation all by themselves through their phone.
So yes, but because we have these devices, we have fallen into a place of comfort, right? And so we are not talking to each other like we used to.
Yeah, no, we're talking at each other.
Well,
talking to a phone, because pretty much I could be on my phone for quite a while, just no external communication with anybody, no conversation.
Which is not a good place to be.
It is, though, what the new thing is.
But the new thing may be working now. Let's look at it this way. Because if we are on our phones constantly, it affects our brains, you know. No, I'm going very deep here.
I mean, I just say constantly, I'm thinking like,
no, constantly.
We even take it to the bathroom.
Right.
Like...
You know, and if I go with mine to the bathroom, I'm saying, oh, let me walk with it just in case anything happened to me in there. Or you're unwinding for a bit and you want to just flick through before you take your shower or whatever.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But outside of that, I feel that it is not allowing us to really have the conversation that we need to have with one another. And by the way, if we do have conversation with each other, it's almost like we're rushing it.
Well, there's a good and bad to that, because as a matter of fact, the cell phone really should have helped to have more conversations. Yeah, because now we can call and talk to someone no matter where we are. You remember before we had cell phones, you had to come home to use the phone, or
if you never
find a
had
call box somewhere.
There, I was about to go to the call
So now
box.
it actually it could be considered to be a better or an additional way to for conversations. But it's a matter of how we're using it.
And it's distracting.
Yeah, it can be distracting.
We can sit and we're having dinner or so on. And if we are not careful as we are dining, chewing our food, we are here scrolling to see what's the latest pop-up. That can be a good thing.
That is actually it's becoming poor dining etiquette though to
Of
be
course.
on the phone while you're having dinner,
Mm-hmm.
be on the phone while you're in church.
Mm-hmm.
I think. Well, some other people use the phone in church for their Bible too. So.
Well, that too. But
Mhm.
even if you're in church,
Mhm.
I'm telling you, most times, and I've heard it said,
Mhm.
and most of us do it, you're in church, but you find that you find something to go look at, even while this song is going on,
Mhm.
praise and worship, or there is a word. If you think you have tuned out after the first 30 minutes,
Mhm.
you just stop and you unwind
You
your
go,
brain
you go
by
look at the
going to your
pictures on your
phone.
phone.
So there is also distraction. Everybody gets distracted, and the listening is become a lost skill.
Yeah, I tend to agree with that though.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure if the new phone or the new technology of having the phone is a bad thing though, but it's used inappropriately. It's quite distracting.
Mm-hmm.
Except that some of us go on there from time to time to look at our profile pictures or
Hey, and this is mine,
oh wow, there.
right?
So there you go.
So, hey, and I open it up and I say, what a nice looking man.
There you go.
You know what I mean?
So
But
so you're on the phone talking to some. Say you're at work. You use a phone at work, a desk phone.
Mm-hmm.
So you're on the phone talking to somebody, but you're on your phone. You're saying yes to somebody on the phone or having a conversation, which they're not getting your full attention,
No,
but you are paying attention to your
that's
cell
what I'm
phone.
saying. Listening is becoming a lost skill,
Yeah,
right?
that's big though, because is that lost skill as a result of cell phone, or is it just poor communication style and technique? Where
Well, we were more attentive to each other. We listened more before all of this happened. We never had a choice. No, I'm all.
Hey, Pat.
Yes, Lady D. I am loving the discussion between you and hubby.
Okay.
But yes, before COVID, people really did not, they were unable to have dialogue because of work, school, so many distractions.
Right.
But where their change was made? COVID. During COVID, everybody was on lockdown, couldn't go anywhere. Families had to be together. Everybody now had an opportunity to connect. And yes, the phone can be a distraction, but the phone can also be a blessing. For me, I do a lot on my phone. I'm unable to get out and go do witnessing, stuff like that. My phone is my vehicle. That's my connection. I can call even in Timbuktu.
Yes.
And to be able to talk to someone, encourage someone, it is very important. But I believe where as a family unit, when it's meal time, there should be a specific time set. And the rule of thumb should be, this is our time where we can connect with each other. You ask, how was your day? What happened today? Is there something happened that you would like for us to talk about? That way you get to interact and to connect. But there are families where they don't have that specific meal time set aside. For example, a single mother who has to work, it's hard. Sometimes she has 2 jobs. She just grab and go and just give the kids whatever they feel like eating, or sometimes they're left up to the mercy. But at least once a week, there should be a time set aside, for families to connect, and to interact with each other. We find the young people today, they are so disconnected. They're walking the street, they're on the phone, they're on their house. I mean, you have to wonder, what's happening here? They're just so out of space.
Yes.
A car will come and knock them down and they don't even realize. But we have to ask ourselves the question, where are we heading? What is so important? Yes, I have been in church, and I am guilty too. Most of the time when I get to church, I turn my ringer off. You know, sometimes I forget. But the phone ring, and some folks are even carrying on a conversation.
Right.
Instead of just texting, I'm unable to talk now. Talk to you later. That's where we are today with the phone. You know, there are a lot
and
of
for me, you know,
distractions.
the use of the phone is important, because if you're
Yes.
not in close proximity to your friends, your family, then it's the use of the phone. Because I disclose that I'm the kind of person who keeps in touch with people even if they don't keep in
Yes.
touch with me. So I will reach out
Right.
and say, "Hey, how are you?" Right?
Mhm.
I prefer to talk to you than text you, because
Me too.
sometimes you're not able to channel your thoughts carefully
Yes.
in a text. It maybe doesn't come off with the tone that you intended. All kinds of things can go
Right.
awry when you text. But if you're talking to somebody, I want to hear your laughter. I want to see your
Me
face
too.
light up if we're able
Yes.
to be in the same space.
Mhm.
And
That's
of course,
what I
there
do
is
too.
FaceTime. A lot of people are doing. I did FaceTime with my cousin who is 5 hours away today.
Yes.
And we chatted for a few minutes and tell each other we love
Sure.
each other, and we're gone. My
And you
my
look
pet
at each
peeve.
other and you say, "Oh,
Yes.
you know,
Yes.
there's a little spot, there's a little twinkle in your eye.
Aye.
What happened? Are you in a good mood today?"
Right.
You know, these are the little things.
So
that you're able
that's
to
where
point out
my
when
head
you're on the
is.
chat.
That's where I am. That's
Yes.
where I am.
Yes.
Thank you, Patty.
You're quite welcome, Lady D.
Okay.
All right.
Enjoy your
Well, the
evening.
time is fast spent. I know you will be logging off
In
pretty
a
soon,
few,
so I
yes.
just want to thank you for coming into our homes
Yes.
and bringing us information and for this engaging conversation. We really appreciate you and hubby and the time that you spend, the effort that you put into, you know, bringing us these shows that are uplifting and educational and informative. And so we want to say thank you from the quarters of my heart. I know I'm speaking for the entire group. We all care about you guys and we love you. So
Thank you.
you have
We
a
love you
wonderful
too.
evening. And
Yes.
and the rest of the weekend, you enjoy the weekend when it pops up.
I will do that. So will he. Thank you.
Okay,
All
you're
right.
welcome.
Take it
All right.
easy. Bye.
Okay, bye-bye.
All righty, that's Patty right there. And if I can just grab a few minutes of, you know, what's left for us to just conclude or feature this evening, I would love to do that, because it's about talking to each other. That's where I am. That's my pet peeve. We don't talk to each other. We would rather send a text message. Where did that go?
But also, like, they're texting their siblings and maybe talking about their parents,
Oh, that too.
and the parents
So here
is still
again,
there.
the listening is becoming a lost skill, and talking to each other. Because rather than children in a house, now if you live in not just a ground floor, but you have upper floors, right? 2, 3-story, 4-story house, what have you. So, you know, you may be saying, "Oh, I can't bother to run up to go talk to Molly." So you text Molly. And as you said, they may be teasing about their parents or grandparents or something, or about school life.
Because I've actually been to some people's home, and two younger, kids are there, and then while we're all focusing on dinner, they're busting out laughing at what, and you're like, what's so funny?
Right.
And then you realize, like, oh, they've been texting each other right here on the phone.
There you go.
So,
And I remember when cell phones were just coming in, you know, people would tease that people bought like two, and they would call one phone to the next. One somebody, you know, call himself on another phone, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
But even if you're texting from the same house,
Mhm.
um, if you leave a voice note, it more sound like some, as they would say, hostage negotiation. You know, either you're giving a command or there is something that is not settled with you. So the tone
Mhm.
of the voice note.
Let me pause here. Good evening. Hey, welcome.
Good evening, Lady D.
Hello there,
I
madam.
can, yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Who that lady said one cannot find?
Oh, that's Savannah Guthrie. Savannah is a anchor on one of the major networks, NBC. So her
Mhm.
mother has disappeared. They cannot find her mother for a few days now.
Oh my God.
Oh, you didn't
Um,
hear of it. That one miss you.
no,
Mm-hmm.
I didn't hear of
Hush.
it.
Okay.
And again, what you was talking about with the TV. I was in country. I don't have no TV. It was my battery radio that I hit. My parents they had JBC, then RJR.
Okay.
And when the battery go down, I used to put the battery in the sun to get warm
Charge
and
up.
put it back in the radio.
Oh,
Yes,
okay.
charge up.
Mm-hmm.
And then when we see TV and when we come uptown and where's the name? The one who always hide round the sun now to pushing head round. Oh my God.
Who? A person?
Oh,
A character?
yes. Which one? And then Miss Lou and Marsh ran with the blackboard. Yes, man.
So you listen. So on the radio you listen to
Ring ding.
Oh, ring ding. Okay, but on the radio you listen to Dulcimina.
I didn't see me and then something. Yes.
Oh, so
And then
so before that,
TV.
do you remember who was the first person to get a TV in your community?
I don't know. I never seen nobody with no
You
TV
never
in
seen
my
nobody.
community.
Okay.
When me tell her when me come out to me know about TV. Oh.
Oh, Tens, I love you.
God Almighty God. Just so much radio. We in the night when we dark night we used to have lantern and buckle torch and we are going to Weapon Road. And then that will be like our flashlight. Or we catch penny wally in a buckle and
I use it for your lighting. Oh Lord. Yes, ma'am.
I'm so afraid. You're so afraid, especially when somebody did the night. You get the things we are go watch. Much o'clock. Me gone in, get water, go watch, get a wash up, and in a big house.
Because you're not go outside.
No, go outside. Cause remember, so outside we have a pipe in the yard, but we have a catch water in and bed. Sometimes we live near bushes. Sometimes we hear bush something at here in a bush. We don't know why in a bush at here now.
Oh Lord, I know. It's good to hear you though. So glad you could call in and share your comments with us. I'm glad to hear you.
Yeah, how long you want to call in?
Oh, but for wait, I usually say once I start, the feature. Once the feature has begun and you get a gist of it, then you call. Because I'm saying call. You don't have to wait. No, man, no, wait. During the segment, call. Somebody force you.
Me.
Sure.
Yes.
Me understand.
Come and force me. And it's come force me.
Ryan.
Let me get mine.
They're taking up space. Sure.
Yes, I can get on.
You can get on. I love it. Lordy Jesus. Well, I'm going to go because Chris Wilby comes up next. But next time, once I start, just call me. Nobody wait.
Yes, that never do.
So you can knock them out before they come. Right. You'll be first in line.
Right. Oh
I
my
love it.
God.
Thank you, my
Mm-hmm.
Hortense. Good to hear you.
Okay.
All right. Enjoy your
Mm-hmm.
weekend, my love. I know, but I eat off your whole
You
like
too.
cake now. Hello.
Cake. I
Mm-hmm.
don't know no cake. I
Okay.
wait, yeah. Always somebody I go have birthday in the month yeah, to make grand picnic to cake.
Oh, so prepare
I want let
yourself.
them I go have cake.
No, prepare yourself.
Mm-hmm.
All right, darling.
Okay.
Take it easy.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Love,
Okay.
love. Bye.
All right.
Okay, that's a wrap, ladies and gentlemen. But we just wanted to share with you this video, which is available on our platform, Voices with Lady D. You can go back, sit at your own convenience, and watch the full show. Are we losing the art of conversation? My pet peeve, I like to sit and talk to people. You don't have to text me. Some people would like to text the whole conversation, and I'd rather talk to you. That's my thing. My husband don't mind texting and thing, but when we home, oh Lord, he lights up and we talk. It's been a good run. I enjoyed myself. I hope you did too. Yes, because we like to know that our features are impactful, it's informative, it's funny, all the things that go with it. I see Everly's dancing. That's a real flashback indeed. So thank you, everyone. Those of you who called in and participated, we can't do without you. Hortense, co-producer, King, Pat. We miss DL, because some of you are, and MS called this evening. That was so nice of him. Some of you are our regular callers, and we could not do it without you. So thank you. Once again, thanks to Fit FM, Julia. I wonder who wants to say something at this late hour. Mm-hmm.
As I'm wondering what's sweetness after 5 minutes after 8. We should go home in the yard.
Miss
What's
go home.
sweetness?
Where were you, DL? You couldn't call in and talk about the TV and something. Is what? All right. But anyway, we are.
I stepped away. What about sweetness up?
We had fun. We talk up the things. So you can't go on road now.
Yeah, you.
Because
I'm yard.
Me I can go on home. Mm-hmm.
Go over.
Can go on over.
Good.
Well, good to hear you, DL, and you're well. Me I can go up.
Yeah. Go over.
Galang up.
All right, take care.
Take it easy. All righty, that's DL. We're wrapping up, ladies and gentlemen. But wait, what did I do here? Oh, well. Denise. Yes, but we'd like to thank you for tuning in with us this evening. And oh boy, did we have a blast. Didn't you have a good time? I'm sure you did. And, while we're here and just saying time nice and we're having fun, we just want to remind you to pray for somebody, pray for an elder, somebody who, they live alone. They have nobody really to call up on them, check up on them. Please do so. And to those who, they are very strong-willed, they know that they need help, but they don't want to ask for it. They feel that they don't want to bother anybody. And it's not about being a bother to anyone. We have the heart to care. Please encourage them to, as far as possible, stay in touch with people, and people should stay in touch with them. So we're wrapping up. Once again, thanks to Fit FM 96.7, Julia, and to KVR Radio Network, Chris Wilby, and of course to Cool Mellow Radio, DJ Ghetto. Thank you. And to Dex as the brains behind Linkage Radio. Thank you, everybody. And to my sponsor, Cooler Runnings. I am gonna go up now, go on up, galang up, go down, so go round, so go in, go on in, go over. As DL just added one more. Me I can go over. Thank you, everybody. It was great. Chris Wilby comes up next. Stay with him on Linkage Radio, or you can tune in on his YouTube channel, Caribbean Vibes Radio, or KVR Network. My love and no blessings. See you on the next Monday, God willing. Have yourselves a great weekend. And to everybody who is hearing my voice, a yard in Jamaica, we love you, love you, love you. I know you're all experiencing a little, brush of cold weather, but that's okay. You're in the tropics. You're not accustomed to such frigid temperatures, but get used to it. Start putting bubble gum jackets in stores, or little sweaters and thing, to turtleneck up on yourself and all that. But you'll all be fine. Blessings. We're expecting frigid weather, not snow, this weekend. Need I say more? But we love no. So we are going go on up, galang up, go round, so go down, so go on in. And I end by saying, do you know where your children and grandchildren are? So not love everybody. We love no. Let me do this properly. I'm out of here. I'm your host, Lady D. Denise Gomez Green.
Sunshine in your heart, yeah. Let the sunshine rise inside your heart. Yeah. From the moment that the morning dew touches the